Hello, coaches! Welcome back to another episode of Coach Better Spotlight. My name is Kim Cafino, and I've worked with hundreds of teachers, coaches, and leaders in schools around the world through my courses, consulting, mentoring, and membership to help them create thriving and sustainable instructional coaching programs. And I'm on a mission to help you coach better. Wherever you are in your coaching journey, we can support you. Are you ready to take your next step? Get a tailored list of resources designed specifically for your experience level to help you coach better today. Take our free quiz at coachbetter.tv/quiz to get started. Today's spotlight is another in our series of coaching case studies with one of my amazing clients, Mee Lee, early years performing art teacher at United Nations International School in Hanoi, Vietnam. At the time of recording, Angela had just graduated from the Coach Certificate and Mentorship Program. These case study episodes are designed to share the story of a coach and the development of their coaching program and practice in their unique setting. I'm excited to share this episode with Angela with you because Angela has been on a 1.5-year journey to coaching with me, and she has grown so much. She started in the course Getting Started as an Instructional Coach and discovered that coaching is so aligned with her educational values that she actually wanted to dig even deeper. So then she joined the Coach Certificate and Mentorship Program. Angela is already applying so much of her learning in her current role at the time of recording and in her future role in a brand new school startup in India. In this spotlight episode, we're focused on the surprises Angela uncovered while she was learning about coaching. In the full-length podcast conversation, we also talk about how Angela started her journey to coaching, what makes coaching so valuable to Angela as a classroom teacher, and her early experiences with coaching with the coach mentor Maggie Haas-McGrain when they both worked together at the American School of Bombay, what Angela was able to accomplish in just one academic year in the Coach Certificate and Mentorship Program, how Angela is applying her learning in multiple contexts, and what she wishes she knew before she started coaching. To listen to the full episode, subscribe to Coach Better wherever you get your podcasts. This episode highlights the ongoing journey we take when we begin learning about coaching. Wherever you are in your coaching practice right now, there's always a next step to continue to grow. If you're like Angela and you're a classroom practitioner and you want to make the transition to coaching, start with our course, Getting Started as an Instructional Coach, just like Angela did. You'll hear all about the ways that Angela was able to take a deep dive into that learning from a short course into the more in-depth course, the Coach Certificate and Mentorship Program. If you want to hear more about classroom teachers who have started their journey to coaching, make sure to check out several previous episodes in this series, which I'll link up above and in the description for you. We have Melissa Carr, Lana Yashinka, and Andrea Goodrich, and there are a few more coming up this season. If you want to make sure not to miss those episodes, make sure to subscribe to the channel or to the podcast right now so you catch them whenever they air. And if you're ready to be intentional about the development of your coaching skills and your coaching program, come join us in one of our courses for coaches. I'll tell you more about them at the end of the episode. Before we jump into today's episode, I want to let you know that you can find all the ways to connect with me via my website, my social media, all of my courses, books, and resources in the description for today's episode. You can also find the show notes for today's episode and all of our resources for instructional coaches on our website at coachbetter TV, which is linked in the description below. Okay, let's jump into this episode with Angela. So tell us a little bit about what surprised you, and maybe it's that thing or maybe it's something else.
So things that surprised me were that I noticed I was trying to pause and paraphrase a lot during the conversation. And at times when I was pausing or I was paraphrasing, I didn't know why I was doing it. So there was no purpose to why I was actually asking them to repeat. Was I wanting them to clarify or not? And then trying to pull questions out of the air to ask that were not thoughtful. And then later on, I remembered or I realized that I needed to have the purpose of the conversation. What was it? Had I achieved that through asking the coachee right at the very beginning? Probably not. I probably just was like having a nice conversation with no direction. So, being able to create a cheat sheet, it just very quickly reminded me to stay on track. And here are some questions that you could be asking. And do you need to paraphrase here? Or is it just you're doing it for the sake of it? Because that's what you should do in a coaching conversation.
I feel like, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but I feel like that was a big aha for you, that purposeful, that recognition of the purposeful aspect of the conversation. And I don't know if you have experienced this because you've had really positive coaching interactions, but I know a lot of teachers that I have worked with and talked to about coaching. Sometimes their negative experiences with coaching are that the conversation doesn't feel purposeful. And so when that was an aha moment for you, I was like, yeah, this is really important, because I think a lot of teachers have maybe been coached poorly, and it has felt like I'm just asking questions and I don't know where this conversation is going. So having that purpose is so valuable, not just for your coaching partner, but also for you to make sure the conversation feels like it's got some kind of intention behind it.
Yes, exactly. And I think in my learning reflection video, I shared that I had 2 coaching partners, and one of the first coaching partner had been coached quite a few times. And so she kind of knew the process and the flow better than me. So when she was able to reflect, she was able to articulate very clearly what the benefits of having a coaching conversation were. But I realized then also that I had no purpose. And then again, when I did my pre-observation with the second coach, Eve, I still had no purpose. So I was thinking, this has got to change. And that was when I started doing Artifact too. And even though it seems really simple, it's been significant in that I feel so much better knowing that I have that. Right at the very beginning of the course, it was like, well, what is instructional coaching? I remember saying I wanted to be able to know clear tools, clear strategies, and those 2 artifacts were really good, to be able to refer to those.
I hope you enjoyed this conversation with Angela. It is so inspiring to see how dedicated educators like Angela can truly grow into a new role and apply new skills in so many different contexts. What I really appreciate about Angela's story is the way that coaching aligns so tightly with her own values about education and leadership that once she found the process of coaching, she knew she had to learn more. If you're like Angela and you feel like coaching is in your future, come join us in one of our courses for educators and coaches. Each of our global cohorts creates intentional time and space for coaches and educators around the world to get together and actually talk about our work and how we can continue to grow in the right next step for each individual. We offer 4 global cohorts each year, all tailored to your specific experience level. As you heard in this episode, Angela took Getting Started as an instructional coach first, and then continued her learning in the Coach Certificate and Mentorship Program. Getting Started is the perfect introduction to coaching to see if this really is the avenue that you want to pursue. And then the coach will help you dig so much deeper in both your coaching practice and the development of your coaching program. Each of our 4 global cohorts are designed to support you in developing your coaching capacity based on your specific experience level. If you're an educator or leader curious about learning about a coaching mindset, join Cultivating a Coaching Mindset. If you're a brand new or aspiring coach, like Angela was, thinking about making that move from classroom to coaching, join Getting Started as an instructional coach. If you're a current coach or an educator who's dedicated to building a thriving coaching program and deepening your coaching practice, join the Coach Certificate and Mentorship Program like Angela did after she finished Getting Started. If you're an experienced coach who's ready to lead and ready to embrace the informal leadership of your role, join Coaches as Leaders. You can find the details about all of our courses for coaches at coachbetter.tv/learn. Global cohorts open once a year. If you're not sure which one of those is right for you, or if you're like Angela, probably a series of courses might be right for you, watch one of our free workshops for instructional coaches designed for your experience level, so you can take the next step in your learning right now and uncover which course is right for you. Find them at coachbetter.tv/learn. Wherever you are in your coaching journey, we can support you. If this conversation resonated with you and you'd like to see a transcript or find all of the resources that we have for instructional coaches, head over to our website at coachbetter.tv to find the show notes for today's episode. It's linked in the description below. If you're curious right now, if you have questions, please reach out. You can leave a comment down below or on the show notes. You can join our Coach Better Facebook group, or you can find me on social media at Eduro Learning and send me a DM. I'd love to support you on your coaching journey. See you next time.